games. You're up in Brisbane. How does it feel to be a Lion?
Yeah, it's really good. Last week's been pretty crazy, but yeah, it's really happy to be up here and settling in nicely.
Does it feel real? Like, have you come to terms with it yet?
I think it's starting to come in now because doing a few trainings, so being around the boys a bit more often. But yeah, I think a few days after, still sinking in a bit.
Speaking of training and stuff, the first session on Monday,
Yeah.
fair few boys getting around you. How was that?
Yeah, it was really good. I think it's just 1 to 4 years, and then older players came down, so it was really good to see them, putting in the work. So I think that's the culture around Brisbane. I think the older boys are really committed, so I think it's really encouraging for me to put in some hard work this pre-season.
Speaking of those older boys, you reckon there's something special building here? There's been a couple of pretty good years up here. You're excited for what the club can achieve?
Yeah, I think they're in the real premiership window at the moment, and I think with all the players they've got at the moment and the coaches, I can tell why they're doing so well recently, and think the culture's been really spot on. So I couldn't be more happier at Brisbane.
What players have you sort of glued to the most so far?
So I'm going to be moving in with Caelan Lane. He's a WA boy, ruckman. So yeah, I've been hanging out with him a fair bit, and the other WA boys like Devon Robertson and Jackson Pryor, yeah, they've been really good.
How do you explain rocking up to training and seeing all of these people who you've watched on TV and now you're a part of it? Is it overwhelming?
Yeah, a little bit. I think Monday was pretty surreal. Just being around like Lockie Neal and Hugh McCluggage. So yeah, I think it's going to take some getting used to.
Are they your idols? Were they guys that you definitely looked up to?
Yeah, I was a freo supporter, so I went. Obviously, Lockie Neal was a player I liked. So, and yeah, I think recently the Brisbane midfielders have been really good to watch. So yeah, they're all idols of mine.
Hope you got rid of that freo jersey.
Yeah, I've still got one on my wall. I think Mum and Dad might have to take it down.
Did you get much footy in this season with COVID and stuff over there?
Yeah, WA got a full season in, so I got to play every game, and I had no injuries, so I got a full season out. So it was really good for me to put my best foot forward, and yeah, it was, in the end it worked out well.
I was actually saying, did you miss out on state selection quite a bit coming through?
Yeah, so as a teenager, I tried out 15s, didn't make it, so that was a bit of a knockback, but yeah, it was good enough, I guess, to make the 18s, and then yeah, play some good footy this year. So it was good to kind of get back into it and then prove myself at that level.
What about juggling all of your life and football? Do you feel like now it's obviously paid off?
Yeah, I think commitment to footy was a big one this year, so I'm glad it paid off in the end. School was difficult to juggle with footy because I was travelling to Perth a lot. So yeah, it was, in the end it's paid off, and I'm really glad.